Alright. Back on Scarlet and Violet today. We're gonna see at least if we can get one. Oh, like, because we're gonna end at 600. So if we get one very early on, that's fine, because we can just gather as many eggs that will lead us to like maybe 400 or so. We'll see. Ah, first things first, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? There. Alright. I got my encounter script up. That's all that matters. What's up, Dark Plant? You're fast. You're very fast on the YouTube side today. What? We're doing 300 eggs today. We might do an outbreak today for like regarding anything Gen 8 related. But the main thing is doing the 300 eggs first. Which might be a couple hours. The Suda is not the friendliest to me. It really ain't. We could still get this under odds, but we'll see. I'll pop that there. Interesting. All 5, yes. That's all 5. Once we're done with this, I gotta make an actual count of how many of the shiny decks I have of Generation 9. I gotta make an actual count. Because it'll probably end up being like 78 out of something. Just because 2 of the Pokemon ain't gonna count for ZA. Okay, that's getting annoying. Let's see, is there a thing here? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. One, 2, 5. Figure this out. I will figure that out in a little bit. Why not? Come on, Sinister. How do you get eggs in Scarlet? You set up a picnic with the 2 Pokemon you want, so basically the Ditto and then the Pokemon you're choosing. Once you do that, you make an egg power level 2 or 3 sandwich, and once you do that, you just sit and wait for the eggs. You can only get 10 at a time, so you, every 5 minutes just check on the eggs. It's not as complicated as it looks. Hello, we do meet again. Stream might have a hiccup in just a second though, so just bear with me just a moment. It's this that's causing the issue, ain't it? Come on. Any day now. Come on, any day now. I know that disconnects stream, but any day now. 9 seconds, come on. Any day now. That's really bad. That's really bad. I don't know if OBS is just having an issue. Hello, Levi. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Levi. How are you? Do you need the DLC or not? You do not need the DLC to hatch eggs. You don't need the DLC. Do I want a shiny golem? I'm good. Come on, game. What do you do when the box is full? Release Pokemon? If your box is full, start releasing Pokemon you don't need. I have a dedicated 10 boxes for my eggs, and I have dedicated boxes for all my shiny generation Pokemon. You have 32 boxes. You should not be filling those up. Like, completely. Which one should I save for? Switch 1 or 2? I would save for the Switch 2, honestly. What am I trying to hatch? Sinistcha. Well, Poltergeist. I need 2 Poltergeist. 1 for Poltergeist, 1 for Sinistcha. Once those are done, then we're done with practically all the Gen 9 Pokemon in this game. ZA has the rest of them. Come on, Poltergeist. The earlier I get you, the better. And that should be the 5th egg in this bunch. Should be. Come on, Sinistcha. Oh, Poltergeist, come on. Come on, buddy, come on. Doesn't bother me what nature, because we could always mint it and stuff later if we want to, you know, use Sinistcha for champions and stuff. My PlayStation 5 arrives tomorrow. We can play Wolverine once it releases, but we won't be playing from midnight launch. We'll be playing it from when it actually releases, so I can pick up a physical copy of the game. So the physical will either be sent to me or I can pick it up. I think pretty much I'll probably pick it up on the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, game. No? Okay. There's so much to ask, to hope, to get the shiny underrods. We still have, like, going to the, like, the 400s. Still got up to when we get to 512, but that's... The game likes to make me go over odds with these hunts. They really do. The only time I've gotten lucky was when I was doing, the Masquerada line. Those were relatively quick. At least 2 of them was. And then when I was doing Paldean Tauros with all its forms, all 3 of them hatched relatively quickly. So... should be fine. But no, if anyone's thinking of getting a Switch 1, don't bother, just get the Switch 2, just because if you're into Pokemon, all the next generation Pokemon games will be Switch 2 exclusive. So it's probably in your best interest to obtain a Switch 2 at some point. I got 3 shinies completing the decks, but not a single one after getting the charm. Oof. Probably doing ZA tomorrow where we're gathering more, like probably doing all the donuts tomorrow, but we're also doing a shiny hunt tomorrow as well. If I can get the right Pokemon to spawn in the wormhole that I'm looking for. I'm looking for, Shroodle. So I can replace Shroodle and Grafaiai from, the 68 out of the 70 on here. Hey, Nova, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. I can't wait to play Wolverine next month. That's gonna be fun. Let me think, is there anything I don't need to worry about? To be honest, I could get rid of that and that. I'm doing good, Nova. How are you? Do a quick calc. So if I do 50. Did I do 50 for that? Did I do it different? Because I honestly could not do not know. Did I do 50? Did I do 50? What did I send? Did that not work? Hello? I'm very confused. I'm super confused. That's not one. Ah, yeah. So I did 50. Okay, cool. I did 50. That's all I wanted to know. I'm not involved in the DLC decks, no. Just anything that's Gen 9 is what I'm considering, so the only DLC mons I need is like, you know, Sinistchar and all that. So there's only 3. Haven't been gone that long. Am I gonna do them? I probably will, since there'd be nothing to do Gen 9, so probably be like going through and getting all the Generation 8 Pokemon in the game. Go for all the Gen 7 Pokemon, all the Gen 5s, all the Gen 4s, all the Gen 3s, all the Gen 2s, and maybe all the Gen 1s. I'm ignoring the Gen 6 because CA is where I get all the Generation 6 Pokemon. So it's just one less generation I don't have to deal with. What's up, Leo? But yeah, we're trying to get as much of the shiny decks done as possible before we end up getting generation what's it called? What's it called? Before generation 10. Come on, Poltergeist. You want to be nice, right? What's up, Carl? How you doing? You good? Nice, nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's all 5, right? Perfect. 1 box down, 9 to go. Might do an outbreak or 2 today. Might. Just depends how long it takes to do the eggs today. If it's like 20 minutes per box. 10 boxes. So 2 hours. Well, no, it'd be more than 2 hours to hatch the eggs, maybe. 20 minutes per box, and it's 10 boxes. Well, 9 more boxes left. Crap. Roughly 3 hours to hatch the eggs, give or take. What are the best games for the Switch? Honestly, it's up to preference. I would say primarily the Pokemon games and stuff like that, but it's preference. It's dependent on what you like. I'm not gonna say what the best games are on the Switch because it's not gonna be like someone else's favorite. That's the research you have to do yourself or play some demos at specific stores. Come on, Poltergeist. Come on, Poacher. Hello, Frank. I'm good. Waiting for DPD to either arrive before 10 o'clock today or tomorrow. Any shiny Pult? Nope, not currently. What's up, hi? What's up, Josh? What's up, Josh? It's been a while. What's up, Experiment? What's up, Captain? That's nice, isn't your PS5 coming tomorrow? And did you go Costco? I did go Costco. I did go Costco today to pick up stuff for the cat. And the PlayStation says either 10 o'clock tonight or in the early hours in the morning. You're a big fan of Josh? Nice. I'll send a pic when I get it. Once the PlayStation arrives, I'll send a pic. I won't have any games to play apart from my digital library, but you know, I'll be able to at least play some games. I think I own Minecraft on PlayStation. I'm not entirely sure. Nah, I got it from CEX. It's cheaper. Hope my viewers treat you well. Have a great stream. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. None of my alerts are working today, which is so dumb. Because I actually have the raid alerts. Damn, don't have to do him like that. And I don't think I'm bigger in any way. I don't think I'm bigger in any way. We just chill, we relax, we shiny hunt. Trying to get a shiny live index done. That's all we're trying to do. We're two off, and then we can just dedicate ourselves to ZA. I might have 3 times the followers, but I'm not active on Twitch at all. Well, I am now, but I haven't been active in, like, so long. I lost my pen. Where'd it go? Oh, found it. Frank, if you saw how much they were charging on eBay, of all things, for the Spider-Man PlayStation 5, they were charging like $1,000. Because obviously it's limited edition, there was only a set amount of set amount made for them. Hello, DV. You're gonna go stomach hurting. Fair. $1,000 is mental. Yep. I just wanted a special edition PlayStation 5 because then at least it matches what I did with this current generation of consoles, which was to get special edition consoles. Like with the Switch, I got a special edition OLED version of the Switch because it's the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. For the Xbox, I got the Galaxy version of the Series X. And then it just felt right that I had to either get the Ghosts of either the Resident Evil one, the Ghost of Tsunami one, or get the Spider-Man. And I wanted Spider-Man. Especially since I was picking up Wolverine next month anyway, so I was like, makes sense. And I doubt they would make a Wolverine PlayStation. Otherwise that would have been confirmed ages ago. Is there ever gonna come any Pokemon games to PS5? No, never. You do realize why consoles do exclusives, right? It's so you buy, you know, their consoles and stick to their platforms. Through and through, I'm always going to be a Nintendo gamer, but, you know, I do play on Switch too, yeah. I will always be a Nintendo gamer, but I will own an Xbox and PlayStation at some point in my life. There's no reason to get them on launch because, you know, most of Xbox's games, if not all, come to PC, and PlayStation's the only stingy ones that are being like really stingy with their games. Nintendo only does it because that's what makes Nintendo succeed. They do exclusives and it works for them. Whereas PlayStation barely does exclusives and it doesn't work for them. Because everyone's like, well, they have 6 games like in the span of a generation, it's not worth picking up their console. I need to sell my Nintendo from my mom because I already have a PS5, a laptop, and a phone. If you don't play it, then yeah, like, you don't need it. But if you play it, then you might as well keep it. Might as well keep it if you play it. I counted an extra 5 when I didn't need to. Yay. But yeah, this is Switch 2. If out of nowhere they decide to do a Ocarina of Time Switch 2, I'm definitely picking it up. Where's the public beta again? When's the test beta for Dustbloods? Is it 21st? I think it was 21st. I think they said 21st. I'm not 100% sure. Huh. Didn't do that right. Okay, cool. Right, this is a predicament because I've been counting when I shouldn't be counting. It's not 55 currently. I would go down. Actually, I've got the thing. Where is it? Where is it so I can quickly change that because it's 45? I think I'm on 45. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and Masuda, let's change you to 345, I think it is. Save. I think it's 345. I generally do think it's 345. This should be 50, and then we've got 10 more to hatch, which will get us to 60. I don't think we're getting an Ocarina of Time Switch 2 exclusive, but I do think we're getting something relating to Ocarina of Time, like either a Pro Controller or something like, you know, like something that makes the Pro Controller kind of fit the original Ocarina of Time. What shinies am I missing? Poltergeist and Sinistea. Or Sinistchar, I mean. But yeah, Ocarina of Time is probably October, November time, so I can't wait for that. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Like reliving childhood. Like with Ocarina of Time. It's for a new generation to try out the game, and also it's just cool to have a remake of Ocarina of Time every decade kind of thing. Because the last remake of Ocarina of Time we had was back on the 3DS. And that was like, what, 2013? Which is crazy to think about 13 years later. Can you fry Pokemon eggs if they were real? Probably, kind of like how you fry chicken eggs. First time I used a Masuda method, I got a shiny and like 50 eggs, it was crazy. My Masuda luck has been so weird. Like, it could be really good or really, really bad. It all depends. I have played Pokemon Sword, yeah. I'm actually starting a fresh new save of Pokemon Sword soon. And then And then I'm debating if I'm debating on the other games I'm going to be doing, because Pokemon Shield I'll eventually completely restart. Because I am going to completely nuzlocke the game at some point. So it should be fun. My partner didn't play the 3DS version, so it's going to be a whole new experience. That's good. What Pokemon do you think would taste best? Probably Execute. Honestly, Execute, Magikarp. Generally depends. You think Slowpoke? Honestly, if the animes to go off by, Slowpoke tails are a delicacy. Are we on 55 or are we still on 50? It's 50? This is 55. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure where I was at. Slowpoke super slow, he would be easy to cook, yeah. Would be. Would be very easy. Can I get a shiny before 400, please? That'd be great, because then it's only 200 eggs I gotta hatch, and we could get it in the 200s. If the game wants to give me back-to-back shiny, that'd be even better. What's the number at the bottom? It's the encounters. It's how many eggs I've hatched currently. You still think it's gonna be your number? No, it will never be your number. You do know this, right? You do know this, it will never be your number. Eventually it will be, but if you keep saying it, it's not gonna happen. It will happen when you least expect it. Like, we could get an egg in literally the next egg. Like, we could get an egg now. We could get an egg right now. Like, we could get a shiny right now. Now, that would have been cool, though. That would have been cool. That would have been cool if I said, yeah, this one's the shiny. And then it would be shiny. Would be nice. Would be nice. Trying to complete the Pokédex in Pokemon Sword. Got any tips? Catch everything on the route before you move over to the next one. Yeah, I get that, Paul. I get that. I don't like Masuda. It's probably the worst method out of all of them, but it's the only way to get the starters. Like, the starters in the current game. So, like, you want the Sprigatito line, the Fuecoco line, or Quaxly line. It's the only way to get them shiny in this game. And it's probably going to be the only way to shiny hunt the Generation 10 starters. And it's probably the first hunt I'm going to do on release, probably. As soon as we get hold of Ditto, it's probably going to be the first hunt I physically do. It's probably going for one of the starters that I'm going to use on my team. If a shop opens up at 9:30 AM and I want to be early, what time should I leave? I might need to read that again. Hold on. Hold on. If a shop opens at 9:30 AM and I want to be early, what time should I leave? Oh, what, to go to the shop? Okay, so I didn't 100% misread that. It's just the way I read that made it seem like you wanted to leave. Okay. Okay. So if a shop opens at 9:30, best time to get there, you want to get there at least half hour early, give or take. Depends what you're doing there. Like, maybe go an hour to half an hour early. Like, either 60 minutes early or 30 minutes early. You pick that. And then if you want to leave, if that's the time you want to leave, it's probably the best time. It's either an hour early or half hour early. How long does it take to get to the shop, first off? Like, if it don't take long to get to, you know, the shop you're trying to get to, say it only takes like 15 minutes to get there, then leave 45 minutes early. Oh, you're good, dealer. If it only takes 15 minutes, like either walking or getting the bus or getting a train or whatever like that, check the time on your train or your bus so you know what time to get there, and then at least be there like at least a good 30-40 minutes early. Whenever I do something and I want to be somewhere early, I'm always there at least an hour early. Always. Alright. Next box will get us to 90. Unless the game wants to do it now. Sleep schedule, so cooked. I'm going to bed at 5 AM. Is that a bad thing? I only say that because I'm a night owl. I'm nocturnal, so I'm up at night, sleep through day. I wonder if they do any midnight launches for Wolverine, because I would love to pick it up for midnight and then come home and play it. But I doubt it. I know they're doing it for Call of Duty this year, and I know they're doing it for GTA, but I don't care for GTA. There is no point for a physical release of GTA 6 when it's just a code in a box. Not worth. I don't think I'm playing GTA 6 until they get online. So I'm not picking it up anytime soon. Yeah. At least the date says tomorrow. Like, date says tomorrow, it should be here like the 6th. So, I'm fine with that. GTA is dead to me because Ocarina of Time is coming out. Exactly. If it's not even that. After 14 years of waiting for GTA, I just have no real hype for the game at all. It took this long and the hype is dead. Like, it got delayed, what, twice? Almost 3 times, and it's like, yeah, hype is dead. And what killed it even more is that it's digital only. It's like, yeah, no, go fuck yourselves. 98 out of 230 through my ZA Pokedex. Nice, I'm 149 out of 300 and something out of everything that can be shiny. Because I'm going for all my shinies as Shalfa. So all the legendaries are not counted in there, and also there's a few other Pokemon not counted. Oh, you meant shiny as well? Nice. You got the DLC to go through as well, so it's not 230. And you got to take off the legendaries off that, because there's certain legendaries, there's only 5 legendaries you could get shiny. And they're in the DLC only. Got a big feeling GTA 6 is going to flop. Same! Honestly, it's just, there's just... At this point, it's like it's been hyped up so much that people are going to be major disappointed in the game. I'll pick it up at some time, at some point, but that's only if they make a physical release of it. Only. You're over 600 for shiny Torchic. Oof. I've got Virizion and Terrakion shiny. Nice. I think my fastest was Terrakion. My longest was Virizion. The rest of them were pretty quick, I think. I think the rest were pretty quick. Quickish. Maybe. Not 100% sure. I am on Scarlet, yes. Was Koraidon the noticeable thing? I will say this. For people who's played Scarlet and Violet and they jump into a stream being like, I wonder what game they're playing, and you see like Koraidon or Miraidon, that should probably help you out on what version I'm playing. Whereas the rarest shiny I have... With a mark? With a mark. Rarest shiny with a mark. I don't know, because I don't go for marks. I really don't. If a shiny's got a mark, it's got a mark. But I don't go for shinies for marks. It's not worth it in my opinion. It's just a title on the Pokemon. But my rarest shiny, like my rarest shiny of all time, is probably my shiny Mew in Pokemon Emerald. That's probably my rarest because no one can get that. Unless you have a Japanese copy of Pokemon Emerald, no one can get it. And that's how I got my Mew. You could have both, I do. Well, I do have both Scarlet and Violet, but primarily the game I would play is Scarlet. Violet is my secondary copy. Actually, good point. Scarlet would have to be restarted at some point. If I'm Nuzlocking it. Ooh, Violet might have to become my main copy for a while. Especially if I'm starting scratch in Scarlet and Violet. At some point. And it'd be switched too. So, that's even better. That's even better. How long did it take to get the family of 3 mouse hold? How long did it take to get that? Because I got to do 3 segment the Dunsparce and also get Artisan. If you're looking for like the masterpiece version of this Pokemon, you can only really get it from the wild. You can't hatch it. I'm not going for Smoliv, no. Smoliv is done. The Smoliv line is done. Almost took 2 years to get Mousehold. Oof. I've got the Artisan one already. Kyle. I got Artisan already. I need the Counterfeit. Oh, it took you 4 months? Took me 10 minutes to get the Artisan one. Because the Outbreak appeared and it was the Artisan versions. So I just hunted for 10 minutes, got both of them. Same with Sinistea. Sinistea took a little bit. So I need to get the Counterfeit of those ones as well. Do I have any recommendations for getting better at the game? Getting better at the game is just trial and error, man. Once you figure out like how the game operates and stuff, like the type advantage and stuff like that, you won't have issues with the game. You want to catch all Pokemon as well, Leo? I wish you luck on that. Got Sinistea in like 10 minutes right after. It was ridiculous for antique form, of course. Yeah, the best way to get the phony versions of them is to breed them, because you're guaranteed phony. Taking ages to trade for Shieldon, lol. The only reason I get Pokemon nowadays is to shiny hunt. Exactly. It's the main thing I do for Pokemon is shiny hunt. I do play them for different reasons, like I Nuzlocke them, I do other challenges for the games. But primarily I shiny hunt in the games. At least it shows their Counterfeit though once they hatch. Oh, the game is story-wise. Yeah, that's fair. We are going back to Fire Red Leaf Green to continue our shiny hunt. It's just because we're taking a break from it at the moment. While we finish at least Scarlet and Violet. So we will be doing a lot of ZA. And we'll be doing a lot of... we'll be doing a lot of Fire Red Leaf Green. What's my favorite Pokemon? Eevee. I like Eevee. Interesting. There goes mine. I shiny out of him and got you shiny. Nice. Eevee's shiny is really nice. Yeah, I like Eevee's. Not my favorite shiny, but I do like Eevee shiny. There's a chance Eevee gets new evolutions, so... Hatch a Spiritomb and Gligar, trying to get shinies. Nice. I wish you luck on Spiritomb. I still need to go for Spiritomb myself, which I'm going to do. I think my next egg hunt after I get both the Counterfeit versions of Poltergeist. Once I get that done, I'm probably going for Hisuian Zora. And probably Growlithe and stuff like that. Because we still have no news if Growlithe and Hisuian Growlithe are going to be in the next games. What was my first shiny ever? Shiny Male Burmy. Shiny Male Burmy. Spiritomb will never happen. Nah, don't say that. You get it eventually. Got Jumbo Shiny Hisuian Zoroark from hatching it. It was crazy. It took 1,000 eggs. Oh, so you can get Jumbo. I gotta keep an eye on that. Can get Jumbo from the egg. Interesting. I thought they were only default size from the egg. That changes everything. I have to go back and check all my shinies at some point since my, like the starters, for instance, since I hatched those. See if any are Jumbo. Is it the Teal Mask Dex? No. This is the base Generation 9 Dex. I know there's over 100 Pokemon in Generation 9, but this is the base version that I'm getting in this game. So there's only 70 to collect in this game. And then after that, we'll be on ZA to get the remaining 32 Pokemon. Because there's roughly 102 Pokemon, give or take. What's up, Squeaky? Yeah, it's any size. I've never gotten a Tinsy, but I've gotten close. Ah, I did get Goldengo in ZA. I have Goldengo and I have Gimmighoul. I also do have Cyclizar as well. There's a few Gen 9 Pokemon I already have, like in Scarlet and Violet. Who am I hunting? Poltergeist. Going for 2 of them. How do eggs hatch that fast? Just keep going around in a circle. It's the fastest way to do it. I miss the old games where they hatch one after the other instead of hatching like distance later. They should all be hatching roughly at the same time since they all have the same egg speed, like hatch speed. Just got both of mine last week. I reset for the Outbreak though and used the sandwich too. See, I was trying to locate them, but the Outbreak just did not want to appear, Tendy. And I'm specifically looking for the Counterfeit version. So it's best to breed them because you're guaranteed Counterfeit. Yum. 3 boxes in roughly an hour ain't too bad, actually. Okay, so say I'll be on 6. Be on 6 boxes by the just under the 2-hour mark, and then yeah, so give or take, this stream's gonna be roughly 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe. I bet you get it before 4:50. I highly doubt it. This game likes to make me go over odds. I don't know what it is, but this game specifically likes to torture me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is RB just not around today? I'm assuming. Assuming he's just not around today. That's kind of lame. I'm doing good, Kenza. Doing good. I think what we're gonna do, if we don't actually get both the eggs by the end of this week, which is most likely Friday. So if we don't actually, like, if we don't get one today, then Friday we're hoping that we get the 300 eggs that way, and hopefully all 300 of those eggs give us 2. If not, then, you know, we'll have to continue this next week. But entirely depends on this little fucker here. If this guy does not want to shine, we just have to continue hunting it until it does. What made me start shiny hunting? I've been shiny hunting since X and Y, so I guess I just saw people doing it and I started enjoying it. That was my reason to get into it, because I saw others do it and I enjoyed it and wanted to know more about, like, the differences between normal and shiny Pokemon. So I did my research. When Sun and Moon came out, I started shiny hunting more in that game and did a lot of full odd encounters and had an entire team full of shinies before I beat the game. I didn't do the starter just because because at that point starters were really annoying to go for because of how long they took to do each reset. I just like the thrill of getting a shiny after working for it. That's fair. Damn, not shiny charm. I get shiny charm nowadays, like from since the Switch, since the Pokemon games came to the Switch, I've been getting the shiny charm on all those games, but during like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I never had the shiny charm until way later. I wasn't someone who really cared for the shiny hunt, like for, you know, shiny charm. Just because back then I mainly did Masuda methods, so there weren't really a need for shiny hunting, like getting the charm. Maybe that's just me, but, you know. I'm not the biggest fan of full odds, but I will do full odds. Wish Sword Shield egg hatching was this easy. It is this easy. It's actually way easier than this. The egg hatching is a lot faster as well in Sword and Shield. I could do 150 eggs in like 45 minutes. If I just stick to it. They are very easy just because Rotom's faster. Always shiny hunt until post game. That's fair. Like, all my games have the shiny charm now, apart from Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. Because those games are not worth getting the shiny charm. It does not increase the odds in any way, shape, or form that much. Legends Arceus does, but Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl does not increase your odds for a lot of shinies. Like, a lot of them are just full odds no matter what. Why does it say 395 in the bottom left? That's the encounters. That's how many eggs I've hatched. I wish you could skip the animation. I don't mind the egg, like the egg hatching animation. I don't mind it at all. The only animation I wish you can skip is the sandwich. So every time you eat, like, make a sandwich, you can skip that animation and just go straight into like hunting and stuff because it's so long. It's so long to do. BDSP is not worth getting the shiny charm, but it is worth maybe considering getting it in Legends Arceus, but Legends Arceus is easy. Like, to get some shinies. It's not bad. Shiny hunting the sugar thing again. Yeah. This stupid Pokemon does not want to, like, you know, appear. I was trying shiny hunt, doing eggs for 2 other people, and it's 1 egg a piece, but it doesn't take long. The eggs aren't that bad. Like, if you wait 5 minutes when you do egg power 2 or 3, you can gather 10 eggs every 5 minutes. So you actually get a decent amount of eggs within the 30 minutes. Like, 30-minute timer. Yeah, but that's... It's not worth doing, Jordan, because it's only a 1 encounter difference. You're still stuck at that RNG and you're not guaranteed to get it at that. It's no point. It's 1 in 100. It's 1 in 100 chance if you're doing the... I think it's the Poke Radar when you get maximum of, I think, 40. What color is it again? It's green. So the black turns green. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl similar to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and X and Y with the chain fishing. Is that it's only a 1 encounter difference. Can I get it like within the 400 mark? That'd be nice. Because then I got 200. For Sword and Shield, you can't do no sandwich or donut. For eggs, you have to have Shiny Charm. You don't have to have Shiny Charm, but Shiny Charm helps with Sword and Shield, yeah. But I was talking about Scarlet and Violet for this. Sword and Shield don't really have a method apart from the Brilliant method, as people want to call it now. Just because it makes sense, only the Brilliants have the higher chance of shining. And it also guarantees you certain IVs. Guarantees you IVs and stuff. For the eggs, the Shiny Charm's worth it just to knock down the encounter from 683 to 512. But even then, not really worth it if your Masuda luck is terrible. How do you get eggs? It's very, very simple to get eggs in this game. You set up a picnic with a Ditto and then whatever you want to hunt in your party. So those will be the only 2 in your party. Once that's in, you make a sandwich with egg power level 2 or 3. And then you wait 5 minutes and then you get 10 eggs. And you wait 5 minutes again, you get 10 eggs. And you keep rinse and repeating until you got the amount of eggs you want. Make sure the Ditto is a foreign Ditto, so it's not the language you have already. So say for instance, you have your game's in Japanese, you need an English Ditto. Whereas the rest of the Pokemon could be Japanese. Why did they not change Goldengo to Silver? I know, right? A lot of Pokemon in this game just don't have good shinies. The only Pokemon I think have the best shinies is probably Koraidon and Clorth. And Clorth you can get in the game. Koraidon you can't. Yeah, it takes a while. Looked it up. It said without the charm... Yeah, that's not right. Triple, that's not right. Without the charm, it's 1 in 683 with a Japanese Ditto. You're going charm odds if you're doing, like if you're not doing Masuda method. It'd be charm odds if you're not doing Masuda method. If you're doing Masuda method, it's 1 in 683. Without it, with the shiny charm, it's 1 in 512. Or do the Dittos have to... why do the Dittos have to be different language? Because that's how the Masuda method works. The Masuda method is, like, the best way to describe it is that it's a multi-language method. That's the best way to describe it, because the Masuda method will not work if you do 2 of the same language Pokemon. You have to have 1 that's a different language to the main game you do. So for instance, my game's in English, so I need a Japanese or Korean or French or German Ditto. I primarily use a Japanese Ditto. Me and my Spanish Ditto against the world. Yeah. How do you get a different language Ditto? If you have Pokemon Home on the on mobile, trade your own language Ditto or trade any Pokemon and people will give you a Ditto and then you can put it into your respective game that you're going to hunt on. That's the best way to do it. I was really hoping to get it before 400. would make life a lot easier. I've been doing Masuda method since X and Y, so I know the method inside and out. I know what items to use for like Ditto, like get a 6 IV Ditto or the Pokemon you want and use a Destiny Knot, use an Everstone on the Pokemon that you want the nature for. So it's the best thing to do. I don't breed them for competitive battling either. Because now that Champions is out and it's the main competitive game, you can just reshuffle their IVs and stuff and have it dedicated to Champions, and then on your main games you can just mint them and stuff like that. They make it super easy to make competitive Pokemon now. Come on, game. Bro, what is this? Oh, game, why are you so mean? What items do you need to Masuda method in Sword and Shield? You don't really need any items for Masuda method. The only ones I would say is give your Ditto a Destiny Knot because it'll pass on the IVs to the Pokemon, so you're guaranteed 5 or more IVs. Like on your Pokemon, if you're going for a specific, like if you're wanting to get a 6 perfect IV shiny kind of thing. And then for the Pokemon you're breeding, if there is a nature you want, so say for instance you want an adamant nature, you hatch for an adamant Pokemon first, and then you give that Pokemon an Everstone, and then you breed it down. What's an IV? You don't need to really know unless you're actually into like the whole competitive Pokemon and stuff like that. IVs are not like needed for the casual player. But it's basically the Pokemon's like power that it has. Like it can get like additional stats in its power. Most people won't bother with it. But if you're into the competitive scene, then, you know, do your own research on that. And then go for what exactly you need. So if there's like egg moves you need, like for Pokemon, make sure you breed it to get the egg move so you can pass the egg move down. And so forth. But they make egg moves really easy to get in this game as well. Because you could just delete a move and then bring it in with a Pokemon that's got that move and it will transfer over. Everstones also work for regional forms like Zora. Yes. So, for instance, if you want Hisuian Zora, you give it an Everstone and it becomes Hisuian Zora, and otherwise you're going to be hatching normal Zora in the region, which really sucks. So I have a timid Zora, like Hisuian Zora, which is what I want to breed for the competitive one. So I do want to use a competitive Hisuian Zoroark. Nice. 4K likes? Hell yeah. Come on, Poltergeist. If we do get any more regional fake Pokemon, I wouldn't mind, but just give us like maybe 4 in that in the next region. I prefer regional forms instead of conversion forms, because conversion forms is just a pun on the original Pokemon. Whereas regional forms, it's just a new form for that specific Pokemon. So it doesn't add it onto the dex, it's just a new form for said Pokemon. Okay. Fine. Come on, game. Come on, game. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, poltergeist. I'm still at it, yeah. Come on, game, come on. Yep, okay. Okay. Thank you, game. You feel you're still thinking 424? I don't think so. I don't think so, Nody. You might need to find a new number, honestly. Do. Only Paldea star shinies I have are Diplin and Hydrapple. How are people this locked in? It's called been doing it since the game first released, so it shouldn't have taken me this long to do it, but it's better late than never. Let's find out. Fine, if it ends in 7, it's me. Okie doke. Can do that. If it ends in 7, it's you. Nope. Doesn't want to exist. He's alive. Discord the fuck. Okay. Discord's just broken. Hello, Arby.
Hello.
Discord took way too long for me to join in.
Yeah.
Like, I clicked it, and it was a good minute before I heard your voice. Like, a solid minute.
How's it going?
Hatching. Hatching eggs.
Let's see.
Hatching eggs, and don't dog shit itself, you know. Discord's been bugging for days, Nody. It's been bugging.
It's been fine for me.
Yeah.
Fine enough. No, like, annoying.
Like DMs have been down the past few days, even though DMs ain't been down for me, just certain people has been down for.
Yeah.
And then obviously voice chat has been fucky the past few days as well.
Not for me.
Like, I can't join a VC instantly. It's like, it takes a minute. It's like, what the hell? Discord. What you doing, man? Really hate Tyrogue Exile. What did Tyrogue do? The fuck Tyrogue do?
Evolve into...
At least it ain't Sword and Shield Tyrogue where he goes for your knees. Like, he runs at you going for your knees. Yeah. He goes for your knees in, like, Sword and Shield. Hello, Lucy. Tired. Tired, bub. Tired, bub. Yawn. 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 Just want cuddles. Just want cuddles. Little cuddles. Papa. Just want little cuddles. She's so smiley. She's so smiley. You're smiley, huh? It's a pen. Pen ain't gonna hurt. Okay. Like that, huh? Do your neck as well? Oh, okay. That big yawn. Big yawn. Big yawn. Big yawn. Okay, you don't like the... Okay. One more egg. One more egg. Still got many to hatch anyway. Like, we got 150 anyway to hatch. I always end up with a Hitmonlee. I can never get a Hitmon top. If you want top, it's got to be balanced in attack and defense. Hitmonlee is attack, whereas Hitmonchan, I think, is defense only. It's got to be balanced, so you can use like like proteins and stuff like that to help like boost it up, but there's also ways of actually making sure exactly what you want. That's why the Hitmons are going to be a pain in the ass, but they're going to be easy to do because you can break their systems. Depending on the nature, you can actually see how many of the like EVs that you use to actually boost it. Then it'll give you exactly what you want. But if I'm not mistaken, the Hitmons can actually appear in outbreaks as well, so it's not really needed to go for the Hitmon top, or like the Tyrogues. You could also break the system by breeding for it. So like go Adamant if you want Hitmonlee. There's specific natures you want to go for with each Pokemon, so... And I think mints affect it as well, so you can actually, like, if the Pokemon ain't right, you can use a mint to change its EVs and EVs to be what it wants to be. So it's not bad. What have you been up to today, Obby? I haven't seen you around in chat at all. Obby?
So yeah.
What have you been up to?
Scrolling.
What have you been up to today?
So I woke up at 3 p.m.
Nice, nice.
Went up at around like 5:45.
Nice, nice. I am on Switch too, Jacob. Nice.
Yeah, mostly just doing scrolling.
Fair. Yeah, I didn't see you around in chat at all earlier, so I was like, oh, is he dead? My poor buddy is dead. Damn, Staraptor didn't do good at all with M4. Interesting. Pokemon Champions just had M4 wrap up and M5 is on for now. No new Pokemon's been added, but they'll be added in September. Because there's issues going on with Champions at the moment. But Staraptor was apparently everyone's like choice for like the new meta teams to use. Little did they know, it's not even top 10. Like, Mega Staraptor is not top 10 at all. Top 10 is Garchomp, King Gambit, Incineroar, Sinistchar, Charizard, Whimsicott, Basculegion, Farigiraf, Sneasler, and Sylveon. The fact Sylveon's still top 10 for 3 regulations in a row is crazy.
Sylveon game.
Garchomp's still number 1. It's not gone down and it's not gone up. Like, Garchomp's been number 1 since the beginning. King Gambit and Incineroar have switched places. They've gone up since recent ones. Sinistchar has gone down, so it used to be top 3. Charizard's gone up, so it used to be below top 5. Basculegion's gone down. I know Basculegion was like top 4 at one point, but it's gone down again. Farigiraf has not moved from number 8. And Sylveon's gone down from 9. So it's not too bad. I got so many cool Pokemon, I don't know what to use. Use what you want to use. You know, there's something that piques your interest, use it. New fully packed Gobblegum coming to Black Ops 7 Season 5, reloaded with Rex and Furnace. It appears Max Pack-a-Punch your current weapon on use. Does that also apply to Cursed? So, because, you know, it says Max Pack-a-Punch on your current weapon, so if you use it on Cursed Tier 3, you also get Tier 4 PAB as your maximum Pack-a-Punch. So I'm assuming Tier 4? I'm assuming. Blog post has to specify that. Got Noibat from Raid. Noibat's good. Noibat's cool. Okay, that was 40. Okay. I'm close to 50, so hold on. It's 40, it's 45, and then 50. I didn't count it. Yeah. Voice chatting in-game captures, new ways to view achievements, more control over cloud saves, and more games on wishlist. So we can stockpile on how many games we want on our Xbox wishlist now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Xbox, you're doing moves that we want PlayStation to end up doing, but you know, PlayStation's been dumb. I don't think I'm getting a PlayStation 6 at all unless they revert their changes. I'll be Xbox moving forward and obviously staying with Nintendo anyway. a game where they make Rapunzel the villain. That's interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting. I think they're releasing Rex Infernus next week. If they're doing the marketing now, they are 100% releasing the map next week, so it gets a full week to itself before the beta. Before Modern Warfare 4, which I think is perfect. Don't overshadow. I'm gonna go over odds again, ain't I? Thanks, game. Beep. Oh. Do 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 do. If I'm gonna go over odds game, I rather not. I really rather not. Oh. That's interesting. Come on, Poltergeist. Fast travel zone 4 for 25 minutes just to get a pat rat and got my first, got my shiny pat rat, a shiny spinnerack, and a shelf of ghastly. Nice. Oh, that was quick. Okay, cool. I am 62 away. 62 eggs away from being on odds. Cool. Appreciate that. Never like giving me a shiny under odds, huh, game? Never. Always over odds. Always. One, two, three, four, five. This is the shiny, I hope. Help. What am I hunting for? Poltergeist. I need 2 of them. I need 2 of them. There you go. Now, PlayStation stupidity is making them come over to Nintendo's side. That's what's making it funny. How do you get that EV border on the Pokédex? I don't know if it's actually in the shop that you can buy the EV one or if it was a code. I don't remember. That's why I don't want to... That's why I'm afraid to completely restart Pokemon Scarlet eventually. So I might just do it on an alt account. Like, do my Nuzlocke on an alt. Or at least back up the save on an older version of the Switch, and then, you know, I can bring the save back later. Right side of having 2 systems. You didn't know that was a thing? It's either in the like actual store that you can buy, like, because you can buy certain covers for your Pokédex. I don't know if it was a code or not. I know there was a code for like the Violet and the Scarlet version of your Pokédex and your phones, like the Rotom phone. Xbox is working on a PlayStation Platinum trophy equivalent for achievements coming later this year. Please, I would love to go for Platinums on like my old games and stuff like that. That'd be cool. It sucks for like older games that I don't actually generally want to do, like multiplayer and stuff. But that'd be cool. Come on, game. Is it shiny Pidgey yellow? It's like a yellowy color, yeah. Oh. This game has other ideas for me, doesn't it? I wish they let you change your Rotom phone in other games too. I miss my Eevee case. I feel like every game moving forward needs that. Like, just to make your game feel more like your game and not everyone have like kind of the same thing. I just feel like instead of having a Rotom phone, give us a normal Pokédex again. Like, I generally want another Pokédex. I didn't even pull 5 out. Are you serious? Fuck you, game. I think I got it. Gold, silver, crystal, bird playthrough. It's so hard to tell back then, lol. Yeah, it's like yellowy. It's like yellowy green kind of color. That Barnes, keep the new. I don't know what you're on, bro, but having each region have its own dedicated Pokédex is great. Having the same Pokédex for every game moving forward sucks. We need each game to have its own identity again, and having the Rotom phone be in the game again just sucks. We've had it for 3 generations already. Well, 2 complete generations, but we've also had it technically, at least in Arceus, it was different because it was the Arc phone, so it weren't a Rotom phone. Like, even just doing something like that changes it. What am I working on currently? Poltergeist, I need 2 of them. Oh, that's kind of neat. Even if the Pokédex ain't that, you know, you can base it off the phone, but, you know, you need to make it look better. Maybe make it more like a flip phone. Or like the folds. Make it like the folds instead of having it basic like the iPhones. They just need to have differences each game, that's all. Does it keep the same from the breeded one, or can it be any? What do you mean? What do you mean, Scorpio? Referring to like remarkable form, etc. So the funny thing about this Pokemon, you can't breed for the unremarkable versions. You only get the phony ones by breeding them. If you want the other versions, like the authentic forms, you can get them from the Outbreak and then catch one and see if your Pokédex updates to say the authentic forms or artisan form. And if it does, then the Outbreak is guaranteed to have that version of the form. Pokemon that have like forms relating to like them changing just because they have a mark is so dumb. Like, it should not have been like this. Especially this one where you can't even see or notice. The only way you notice, you have to look underneath the Pokemon. At least the Pokédex tells you if it's artisan form or counterfeit form. So that's like the only good sign on it, is that at least the Pokédex tells you. Welcome back.
I messed it up. I was going to say I've come back to life, and therefore I am alive. I messed it up. I originally said it while I was on mute, though.
Nice.
I said it, then I realized I was muted.
Apparently, the next Xbox console will reportedly support all 5 generations of Xbox consoles per leaked memo. Honestly, if they do that, they beat it.
How that'll work with Kinect.
Oh, well, Kinect is USB. Like, I have a Kinect. Yeah, Kinect have a the Xbox Kinects have adapters that convert them to be plugged in via USB. Like, Microsoft has had those for years. I would still only play the 360 though, generally, if I wanted to play any type of Kinect game.
Star Wars Kinect was so good.
That was the only good Kinect game. Dragon Ball was a shit show for Kinect.
There was one more made by Xbox, I think, that was actually...
Yeah, the party one they had a Kinect party game, which was pretty good. But the other games like Bakugan, Dragon Ball, they just did not work with Kinect. Would be cool if they changed the Rotom Pokédex to be the shape of the Switch. I don't really want the, like, you know, a floating Switch to be my Rotom, like, moving forward. Either make it a Pokédex or just change the phone model so it's not a default iPhone over and over again. Like, it'd still be the Rotom phone. It just needs to be updated because the only thing they've changed is the camera has changed. That's it. Like, it's gotten either one extra camera or it stays to 1 or 2 cameras. Because if you look at Sword and Shield's Rotom phone compared to Scarlet and Violet's Rotom phone, it's just a camera difference. It's like, I get it. They're probably going for, like, the pro version of the, like, iPhones, but it's like, do a different phone. Just to make it a little bit different. Even do the folds. Do the Samsung folds. Those would work a lot because you could just fold it up and then it shows the full Pokédex. I generally think that would work better, the folds. Can't understand why Nintendo blacklisted Yo a while ago. Oh, well, because of the leaks. Yeah, I don't think they want to deal with the leaks now, so they're like, go fuck yourself. Playing Pokemon and Pokemon. Playing Pokemon and Pokemon. Okay. Hey, Obby.
What's up?
Someone just tweeted, y'all sexualize the word daddy too much. My kid's gonna have to call me King Slime. All the comments is just Terraria.
As it should be.
Ah, this dude's on a whole different level. Love it.
Doom scrolling while streaming is crazy work.
Oh, it's great. Multitasking at its finest. Damn, why did my dropped frames say 1935? Damn, that sucks. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Guy, forget my fries, so I trapped his soul in this gem and used it to enchant this stick-ass blade. Nice! As it should be. As it should be. Yeah, I'm 100% going over odds. Fuck. Why?
Not the first time and it won't be the last.
This game only ever puts me in over odds. Never. It's only once in a blue moon I'll get severely under odds and then I got like 300 eggs to hatch again. Hello, Tristan. Huh. Interesting. Well, I just saw... Hey, Arby, do you think this should be a thing? Unpopular opinion by someone tweeting this out. Gamers should only date gamers. I just think that's mean, man. All gamers want to date gamers.
People can do what people want to do. That's always been my opinion. People, as long as it doesn't inconvenience another person.
I love how I can't see my screen because, you know, the cat is in my way.
Stay in the way, cat. He deserves it.
No, do not jump up there, fuck off.
Jump up there. You know you want to.
No, she's been doing it as of recent. There's enough space so she don't knock down, like, the big giant Lego up there. But it's like, you can't go up there. There's nothing up there for you. Could be worse. You could be shiny hunting Palkia like me. I would rather hunt Palkia. Wait, where are you hunting Palkia? You hunting Palkia via Dynamax Adventures, or are you doing it in the older games? Cat reveal when? When I get a... when I find a way to put a collar on my cat and she likes it and then put a little camera on it. So you could have like cat cam. But she sleeps so often that just making a cat cam would probably be the best interest so you could just watch her sleep. And it loose. Could entertain everyone by sleeping. And we could have the encounters above it. Can I ask something for helping or not? You can ask, Tristan. Just depends if I, you know, if I need help or not. I'm half tempted to make a wheel, make wheels, and just randomly survey what game I want to be. You could. You theoretically good. What's up, bro? Oh, you're doing it in Shining Pearl? That's full odds. Even the charm does not affect that. Have fun. See, if I was hunting Palkia, I'll do it in Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventures, because at least it's 1 in 100 odds and I just catch Palkia just to give me those odds. Oh, that looks awesome. That's so sad. Why would you do that? Oh, it's bread? Oh, that's bread. Okay, I thought that was cake. I thought that was cake.
Is it bread or is it cake?
Dead ass, that's what I thought it was. Like, dude was dude was shredding what looked like cake, but it was bread because it's pastry and it's got meat in it, so it's like that type of pastry. I'm actually doing the Pokédex and I need a Tauros fire type. Do you have it? I don't have it currently, but I could go out my way to get one in a bit, if you're fine with that, Tristan. Because I am in Scarlet and water is violet, so I could get you a fire one if you need one. Okay, so Suicune actually becomes your friend now? What? That's cool. If you're fine with waiting until I get to 600 encounters, then I'll go and get my a Paldean Fire. This game's Suicune can't run on water. What do you mean? It's running on water? Oh no, it is running on water. I'm so confused. I would be too, but I don't have the subscription to do that option. What am I hunting? I am hunting for Poltergeist, and I need 2 of them. Thank you, Unreal. What's up?
Next week the current patch for Genshin ends.
I gotta grind.
If you want.
Yeah, yeah. If I want another Shogun, I gotta grind.
Or you could go for the new ballerina character. Will be out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen her.
That is diabolical! No! I gotta send this to you, Abby. I gotta send this. That is fucking diabolical! And not in a good way. You got charm or not? I do have charm. The game just likes to make me go over odds a lot. Do your shiny and after if you want to go catch Tauros fire type. Will do. Tauros is easy to locate, so I just need to find the fire one specifically. But at the moment I will probably try get as much done that I want before they shut it down. That, you know what, that's fair.
I think I remember seeing that like last year sometime.
I'm not surprised, it popped up on my timeline and you probably had it before.
No, it was a different video because it didn't have that music.
Oh. I'm sorry, if Samsung did a phone like that, they've completely lost the plot. I don't think this game likes me. Honestly, once this game is done with the last 2 shinies I need, I'll be going to Fire Red Leaf Green to finish, like, to shiny hunt in there. Like, at least for my full team that I want. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Treyarch. Yo, monster can energies have been found for MW4. Okay, don't care.
My dad just ordered me a...
They always do it. They always do the collabs with like monster energy, and I think you have to have 7 cans to actually get the main reward you want.
fan of the specific flavors that are needed. Why can't it be like the more fun flavors?
Yeah, why is it always the bland ones? Why is it always the bland original ones?
Like, okay.
They also do the white ones. They also do the white ones.
The white ones are decent, right? The normal ones are... Apparently some people actually like them, which is making me want to try it again. But it was not good. It tastes like actual battery acid last time I had it.
Yeah.
I don't know how people like it, but apparently
I don't like it. I don't like any of those type of energy drinks. Like, I don't like Monster, Rockstar, I don't like Red Bull, I don't like,
I think
you know, all that.
you should have the... Actually, sure, what is it?
Be very careful what you try to recommend me, because my heart is,
Oh yeah, I should have caffeine, never mind.
But I can't have a lot of caffeine. I can have caffeine, but I can't have a lot.
No, yeah, but not like 220 milligrams. Well, it depends.
How much has Coca-Cola got?
Out. Probably like 60.
Alright, if I could have 24 of those in a day, I think I'm fine.
Well, either way, I'd say like spread it out throughout the day, but there's a...
I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to pull off 24 cans of Coca-Cola in one sitting, like in a span of 2 hours again. Because it made me tired, more so than anything.
But no, there's a Java monster can called Bean. That's Kappa's favorite. I tried it recently. It's actually pretty good.
Nice. Not to mention going for shiny Palkia without the charm. Palkia, like you can't get Palkia without the charm, like with charm anyway. It's full odds. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is so fucky. Yep, the only thing it affects is Pokeradar, and that is it. I also think it affects the Grand Underground, but I'm not entirely sure. Palkia is full odds. All the Ramanas Park and all the legendaries are full odds no matter what. It's only the Masuda method. Like, it doesn't even affect them. I think it affects Masuda method. I think it's still 512. But it affects the main things we know is that it affects Masuda method and the Pokeradar. Can anybody else not shiny hunt without having a video or talking to people?
I feel like shiny hunting is low-key.
I'm sorry, but if you're not talking to someone while shiny hunting, you're gonna be so bored.
Yeah.
You generally will get bored.
What I like to do is I like to watch an anime while shiny.
I like to listen to music while I shiny hunt. Like, if I'm not talking to someone. And from what I heard, for Shiny Charm doesn't even help with Masuda. That sucks. If that's the case, that sucks, because that's 1 in 683. BDSP was a mess from beginning to end. Like, we already knew it was a mess because it was coded exactly like Diamond and Pearl. Because it had the Void glitch, like, stuff on top of everything else. So people were able to get Shaman early, but not able to get Darkrai early, at least. Darkrai would just break people's games. Are you telling me... Well, once this box is done, I'll be over odds. Eat. Cool. Except we'll probably get a new DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 3 for Xbox, PS5, and PC. I've never played the Jurassic World Evolution games, and I probably never will. Once I get my PlayStation tomorrow, I'm probably going to install Black Ops 3 again, so I can have some fun on that. Like with my PlayStation friends again. That'd be fun. And then obviously waiting on Wolverine. So I'm not gonna be buying online as of yet for PlayStation. And even if I do get online, it's CD keys I'm paying for, because I'm not supporting PlayStation at all. How did BDSP mess up literally everything, lol? Because it was built on the exact same code as Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But you could get Darkrai early if you had one in Pokemon Home. Yeah, if you had one in Pokemon Home. But you couldn't get the Darkrai that was the event Darkrai. The only way to get it is if you got it during the event, which I managed to get. I still need to shiny hunt Darkrai, and I still need to hunt Arceus. I ended up like I've got Shaman, and I could do the Void glitch with Shaman if I wanted to again. But I did it when it first came out and got it in under 300, so it was the best full odds I've ever done, and the quickest. Like the quickest runaway encounters I've ever done. It was great. You ever had a how the fuck did I get this scratch before? Yes, that's a cat scratch. That scratch right there that I'm seeing an image of, that's a cat scratch. As someone who's a cat parent, I know. I don't think I'll be able to get Shaman or Darkrai. If you missed out, you won't be able to go back and get them. But there is a way that's being developed currently where you can trade with a bot. And the bot will unlock the event for you. For Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. It's very easy to do. Like to just give you the item. And honestly, I'm not against people doing that. Because at the end of the day, those events should have been in the game permanently for people. Even if you started a fresh new save, it should not have been limited time. Oh wait, it's not this box. This is 510. This is 510, so it's the next 5. It's the next 5 I do after this one will determine if I'm over odds or not. Anyone in chat willing to help me evolve my Finison and Shiny Slowbro in Scarvy? Once I'm done with the eggs, I will open a union circle if you need help, Chad. If you need help. Once the eggs are done, I will help out. I feel like if an event is limited time, especially in the modern day games, like BDSP had like Shaman and Darkrai, it should have been permanent. Just because it was limited time in the original Diamond and Pearl and Platinum games does not mean it needs to be limited time again, because you've got new people playing those games for the first time and they have no... Like, they have Arceus they can get. Like, Arceus is permanent as long as you got save data for Arceus and you've beaten Arceus. Once you've done that, at least you get Arceus again. So it's not too bad. Nice one. Nice one, XR. But for specifically BDSP should not be locked. Because we have a lot of events in Scarlet and Violet and stuff that are still ongoing until... Like, they go on for like an entire year so people can pick up the game. Hello, cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna block this area because I don't want you fucking jumping. Oh, you're just gonna sit there now? Okay. Hey, I see you looking. I see you. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You like watching the computer screen, don't you? Don't you, Luce? You like watching the computer screen. We should be able to access the events at any time, yeah. No matter what, we should be able to access the event at any given time. Because say you're not around for those 2 weeks that the event was live, like you were away, you didn't have internet connection and stuff like that, you know, stuff like that should be the reason why they keep the events going longer. Okay, can you move? Can you move, Lucy Bear? Can you move? Can you move? Can you move, Lucy Bear? Please. Thank you. Well, this determines if I'm over odds or not, at least the first 2 eggs. Bro, I'm going over odds, there's no way! Not again! If this one ain't shiny on odds, then yeah, we're going over odds. Not again. Yep, going over odds. Black. Despicable. %, agree there. Like I said, I understand those events that took place in Japan, like the good old 3D DS days, are limited. Yeah, but when you've got on modern day systems, everyone should have at least a way to access the event, even if it's long gone. Like, make it so it's part of the game by default, not kind of like how Fire Red Leaf Green is currently. You can access the Roman Beast. You can access Deoxys, you can access Lugia or Ho-Oh. Obviously, if we get Emerald in the game, they will give us Mew, but it's like... The only other way is when Diamond and Pearl eventually gets re-released on DS emulator, if they do it. Like, if they do the online DS days, and then they give you Diamond and Pearl, and then they give it in the base game. Because they end up rebuilding those games back up slightly to be upscaled to these systems, on top of they change it so you can't do specific things. Like Fire Red Leaf Green, you can't have certain names for Pokemon now, and they took certain things out of those games on top of it. So they're not completely like the original games like they used to. They're still slightly altered, but they are the same game in terms of gameplay. In terms of everything else, maybe not. But I generally think the next games that are coming for the eShop is probably Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And then they'll probably do Gen 4 later down the line, like give it another year or so. They might release like a top screen, or they'll do what most emulators end up doing, which is just on, if you're playing docked, you will have a full screen of your DS, and then you can capture exactly what you want to capture in those games. Like, you could either do full screen, because they have a thing with the Nintendo Online where you can actually change, like, if you're playing like a double screen game that has a touchpad, you can actually change it so you only have the single screen, so you don't have to worry about the other screen. So it is entirely possible they do it with like a full game, like, you know, like you full screen, you just play the main screen, or they can do it similar to how BDSP works, where HMs are no longer HMs, and you just use certain Pokemon with the Poketch app. Because they could do it. I love how people don't know what that is. The G-Max toxicity inside of Sword and Shield. It's like, generally, what is this? I thought it would be the third legendary, but they look nothing alike. And someone replied, it's G-Max toxicity. Play you some and you understand. or play the game and like G-Max toxicity, and then you understand. Meow. I'm sorry, but anyone believing what the next Spider-Man is gonna be called, like in terms of the movie, Sony hasn't announced shit, and nor has Marvel. People just making up names for the next Spider-Man, and it's like, One Last Day can be a movie title. I doubt it though. Like, if the mantle's getting passed on after this trilogy, then keep this the Day trilogy and just kind of figure out the next trilogy that you're gonna do after that. Not that hard. Who am I shiny hunting? I am shiny hunting Poltergeist. I need 2 of them. Yeah, I can't wait to get Fire Red Leaf Green, and I heard they were bringing out Winds at Sea. It's Winds and Waves, yeah. Winds and Waves is next year for Switch 2. I'm actually glad we're getting a Pokemon game that's locked behind the new system. Because then it's not held back on, like, you know, the next game, like, the previous system. I know. Am I buying Winds and Waves? Yes, sir. I already have money on my eShop ready for Winds and Waves. Since they're most likely 70 each, I have like pretty much 200 on the eShop ready to go. I wonder what new bugs we'll get in Gen 10. Hopefully not a lot, not to the extent of Scarvy. I highly doubt we'll get any like to the extent of Scarvy. Like, we had so many bugs, but a lot of the bugs that people were bumping into, not everyone was getting, because I weren't getting them. It's not until I started playing on the Switch 2, I got a lot more of the bugs that people used to see. Which one am I choosing? I'm getting both, but it depends what the final starter is, and also what the legendary is for those games, and the exclusive Pokemon. It generally determines on what the exclusive Pokemon are and what the legendary is, to determine which is going to be my main game. This game does not like me. I sad. But currently, I think my game's gonna be Winds is gonna be my main game, and then Waves will be the game I probably Nuzlocke or something like that. Depends. Huh. That is cool. Legends Arceus in a nutshell, yes. I do hope, though, that Game Freak keeps the leak where male Salazzle and oh, what, dude? Those are rumors though. I don't think that's happening. I don't think we're getting a male evolution for Combi. I don't think we are. Male Salazzle could happen, or something relating to Salandit being like a male Salandit evolving into something could be cool. Ooh. Oh, they just finally confirmed all the double XP tokens will carry over to MW4. Bruh. After I burnt through so many of my tokens thinking it wouldn't. Damn. Well, at least I still have like 100 and something double weapon XP tokens. That will help. Damn. Done. What's my favorite generation? Generation 3. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are my favorite gens. I don't have a modern Pokemon game that can actually be considered like, you know, like really good currently. Winds and Waves might actually be a top, like be in my top 3. Might generally be in my top 3. Depends. Because Winds and Waves looks really good so far on what they're like showing us. It looks like what Scarlet and Violet was meant to be. Alright, Poltergeist, what the fuck? I also liked playing the Indigo Disc and the Teal Mask for DLC. I like the Indigo Disc, not so I weren't so fond of like Teal Mask, but that was just me. The first DLC is either hit or miss. Cause I liked the Isle of Armor more so than the Crown Tundra, but the only good thing about the Crown Tundra is literally the what you call it? The Dynamax Ventures.
That isn't Crown Tundra.
Yeah, that's the only thing from the Crown Tundra I like. Other than that, it was useless. Oh. Winds and Waves is out of question for me. Are you not getting it, Jordan, or do you not have a Switch 2 currently? Because you still have a year. You still have just over a year before Winds and Waves comes out. Don't have Switch 2, you still have a year, man. Only reason why I liked playing the Teal Mask was because of Blood Moon Ursaluna. That's fair. I'm just kind of pissed you can't shiny hunt it because it looks really good as a shiny. It's orange. It's an orange bear. It's like, come on, you couldn't have made it similar to like other Pokemon that got alternate forms where it's a different item that evolves it. My goal to get one, but real life obligations take priority. That's fair. You have infinite time to get it. Like, no one's in a rush to get the games.
Until they stop producing the games.
They still they still produce some of the 3DS games still. I think some still gets produced. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee.
It's not gonna be like Heart Gold Soul Silver where they're worth like over $100.
Nah. They're not too bad. They're not too bad at all. The only games that don't get produced is Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Oh. Wait, is Treyarch signing the art books? That's sick. That's sick if Treyarch is signing the entire art book. I can't wait. If mine's signed, I'll treasure that forever. I just started this game many tiers for open world. It's slightly overwhelming. It's not as overwhelming as you think it is. Because there's still a set path that you have to do. The one thing I don't like about the new Pokemon games is that they forcefully try to make it open world, but it doesn't work. I think Winds of Waves is probably the next, like, the best step to doing a really good open world. But it honestly depends how they're gonna do the story and all that. Do you like more of the paradox forms of Entei and Suicune? I like the Scarlet paradoxes more than the Violet paradoxes. But I do like, Gouging Fire and all that a lot more. There's a couple of the Iron Mons I like Iron Valiant I like, Iron Bundle I like. There's no way I get to 600 and no fucking shiny. Come on, game. Come on, game. I don't mind Iron Crown, it's just all their shinies are so meh. Who am I hunting? I'm hunting for Poltergeist, because I need 2 of them. Keep thinking Sinistcha, but Sinistcha's the evolution. Which I do need, don't get me wrong, but I need 2 of these fuckers first. Bro, why ain't you green? Sucker. That's the reason why I like the shiny version of Paradox Pokemon from Scarlet more. Yeah, because they keep the original shinies from the original Pokemon. It's just a couple of the irons aren't too bad. It's just it sucks that all of them are just monochrome. How many days have you been hunting it for? This is day 2. This is full day 2 of hunting it. But I am over odds again. Who's my favorite legendary? Rayquaza. Rayquaza's my favorite.
Where's Queen?
Rayquaza. Bruh. What are you doing, loaf? It's loaf mode, huh, Loops? It's loaf mode. Blah. You know you could sleep on the bed, right? Just laying on the floor looking at me. Shiny Rayquaza's better.
That looks great shiny.
Yeah. Oopsie. Good kill. Kill. Yeah. So you can sit on the bed, right? A nice comfy bed for you to sit on. They didn't unlock any of the legendaries in Scarvy. They unlocked none of them. There's no legendaries in this game that you can hunt. It literally gave us a lot of shiny, like a lot of legendaries that were shiny in the past games, and then just decided, no, we're gonna lock them. Like they even added Kubfu into the game, and they added Calyrex, Spectria, Glacier. I'm hoping Generation 10 has all of the previous legendaries from the previous game. They don't have to do Zygarde if they don't want to, if they want to make Zygarde be this big thing in the Dynamax Adventures. But at least give us the rest. Like, even if they don't want to do the Kanto birds, at least do the Galarian birds that we could hunt. Because to get the Kanto birds, I would just go to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and get them. Whoa. You don't classify Zygarde as a legendary, but what do you mean? He's the third legendary of X and Y.
It is a legendary.
He is the third of the 3 legends. Every game's got a trio of legendaries, minus Scarlet and Violet. Every game minus Scarlet and Violet has a trio of legendaries. Which is really weird to think about now, because Scarlet and Violet's the first game that doesn't have a trio.
What?
Sword and Shield.
Trio and Gold Silver.
Gold and Silver, you have...
Unless you're counting Suicune, but then I feel
yeah, they're the trio.
Yeah, that's a separate trio.
That's still a trio. You either have a trio of main legends or side legends. Every game has a trio of legends. This game had a quad of legends. Because it had the ruins.
What about Red and Blue?
Red and Blue had the birds. It had the trio birds.
Yeah.
So red, blue, yellow had the trio birds. Generation 2 had the beasts. Generation 3 you had Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon as the trio. Gen 4 had Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, but they also had the 3 Lake Guardians on top of that, so that broke the game on top of that because it had 2 trios. Gen 5 you had the Tornado trios, and then on top of that you had Reshiram, Kyurem, and Zekrom. Gen 6 you have Zygarde, Xerneas, and Yveltal. I don't think there was another trio on that as well. I don't think. Generation 7 you had the 4 Tapus, but you had the trio of legends being Solgaleo, Nulana, and Necrozma. Generation 8 you had Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. And Gen 9, you literally just have Koraidon and Miraidon. And then you have the 4 Ruin Pokemon. Sure, people could classify, you know, Ogerpon, but then you got Terapagos, so you have another 4. Because we knew Terapagos was the so-called third main legend for Scarlet and Violet. It just broke it because obviously you have Ogerpon in the first DLC. What about the Evil Trio? Do you want to count the Evil Trio? Because on top of that, that's more legendaries to add on.
What's the Evil Trio?
The Till Mask DLC. You have Okidoki, Fezzadipity.
Oh, yeah.
So you have those. But they're not really evil, they're fake. They're fake.
Oh, that's not very nice.
No, they literally... It states it in the DLC that they're fake because they're not actually evil. They've been misrepresentation. You have 5 legendaries in gold and silver. Yeah, but we were talking about trios, Jordan. Like trios and, you know, duos. Because most of the Pokemon games either have a set of trios or a set of duos. But Scarlet and Violet broke it completely by giving you a set of 4 twice. Because you have 4 main legends because of the 2 different DLCs, and then you got the 4 ruins. Yes, it gave us a trio, technically, with Okidogi and all that, but that was DLC. It does not count unless they're in the base game. Which sucks.
Well, you're the one classifying that.
No, that's how they were classified in all the games. They've all been classified either under like the set of trios or a set of
I've never
doubles.
seen that specific, like an
I have to send you the website.
classification.
I have to send you the official Pokemon website. I have to send it.
Yeah.
But they have their own classifications. They've got the main legends that they always title, and then you've got your subsection of the trios. Sadly, Red, Blue only had one set of legend, which was Mewtwo, and then the trio was the birds. Because, you know, back then in those games, the box art were based on the Pokemon themselves. So green was Venusaur, blue was Blastoise, and red was Charizard. And then they changed it by making it legendaries from gold and silver onwards, where the legend would always be on the box art. Apart from Legends Arceus. That's a different story. Because that didn't have Arceus on the box art, even though Arceus was heavily marketed in the like, you know, for the game. It's just for
in the name.
Yeah, I know, but the box art didn't have Arceus on it at all.
What was on the box art?
The box art was like Staraptor and all that. It was the 2 protagonists. It was Ray and Akari with all the Pokemon on the hill where you would get you know, Gyarados flying around in a circle. It was that area, and it's like, I like the box art that came with the like that was originally supposed to come with the game, which was just, it was Arceus, like it was like the game was a black like case, like the front of it was like the wallpaper was just, you know, like dark mode case, and then it had Arceus' silhouette in white, and then the Legends Arceus logo. Also, the thing's dying, so let me plug in my charger. I have a long ass cable for the charger. USB-C to C. The benefits of the Switch 2 is that it's got a USB-C port right at the top. The only benefits of it. I actually think USB-C port at the top was probably the best idea, but that makes me think, are they actually going to pull off what we think they're going to pull off, which is a top screen for the Switch eventually? I feel like you only really plug it in if you're playing in handheld. Like, you can't plug it in while it's docked, unless they release a new version of the docked that will support both screens, if they ever do it. It is what it is.
So they say.
Yeah. So you had the dog trios. Then you had the main legends being trios. Because the problem with it is that the trios are based on the 3rd game, normally. And now that we no longer get 3rd games ever since after Gen 5, it was like, okay.
Were there like a ton of leaks for Pokemon Gray and they just didn't release it?
Pokemon Gray was meant to be a game. Pokemon Z was meant to be a game.
Yeah.
But they turned Pokemon Gray to be Black and White 2. And then Z just got, like, Z got canned. It got cancelled. And it's like, why'd you stop the 3rd games? Like, I could kind of understand why you would stop it. The 3rd games never really do as well. Like, in terms of, like, the base versions of the games. And if we did get 3rd installments of the games, we would have a 3rd version of Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Like, we would have most likely saw a 3rd version of Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet before Generation 10 was even confirmed. And honestly, I'm fine with getting DLC instead of getting a 3rd copy, because think about it from the perspective of most people playing the games. Would you pay for a third game, or would you pay half the price and just get extra DLC for the main games? And it's just extra story. Like you get, you get extra. You're playing the same story again. That's the problem. If you're getting a third game, you're playing the same story again with slight differences. Because the thing with Platinum, the only difference is the distortion world, and you fight Cyrus again.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love Emerald compared to Ruby and Sapphire, they never remake the third game. They always...
No, I think I'd rather a sequel.
They always remake, you know, the first two versions of the games. Like, you know, as we saw from, you know, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it's Ruby and Sapphire that got remade, and then a Delta episode came on top of that. And then Diamond and Pearl got remade with BDSP. It's like... why can't they just like, if they want to remake a game, combine it all into one? Like, the Legends games make more logical sense. Oops. Oh. I don't think this fucker's gonna shine. I got one more box to do, but you know. But no, I kind of agree with you, Arby. Sequel games are kind of cool, because it takes place in a different time, or it could be a time jump. Like with Black and White 2, it was only like, what's it, a 3-year time jump, whereas Ultra Sun and Moon was a completely different dimension of the original story of like Sun and Moon.
And then you got ZA sequel.
ZA is just a Legends version of a sequel to X and Y.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, if they want to do that and make the Legends games either prequels or sequels to games, I prefer that than us getting two different games that's a sequel to an original.
Of Legends, because Legends as in like the legends in the game, the stories in the game.
Yeah. Like, we would get Legends Celebi, for instance, would be the next one.
Yeah,
like for Johto. And you could do past and present. You could do present day for starting, but you go into the past to do things. You don't have to have the game set in certain time always. Like Hooper. Hooper being part of the DLC, Hooper could have made you went back or forward in time, so you could have got like paradoxes.
Hooper was in the DLC?
Hooper was part of making donuts with a little child, so...
No, like, okay, why is it Hooper and not some other mythical, like Mew?
Hooper was given to the child by Diantha herself.
Again, though, like, why Hooper? Why not something else?
Because Diantha said, hi, look after my child, she gets a Hooper. Also,
what? Diantha giving her child a Hooper is crazy. Like,
I'm sorry, but that's like, I get it, you're the champion of Kalos, right? But you neglect your child, you give her to a bunch of teenagers, and she's got a fucking mythical on her side. That goes rogue later in the DLC because Hooper gets corrupted from all the donuts from Darkrai and all that. It's like, I'm sorry, but that's not good. Like, it's not good at all. It's weird. It's like the fact that Diantha has a child, but we'll never know who the father is. Because, you know, the game never specifies it.
Speculate.
We can speculate, but everyone online is like, oh, it's Sycamore. And it's like, you're fucking weird. You guys are weird because Sycamore is Diantha's teacher.
What in the Blue Archive?
Yeah. Sycamore used to be the champion of Kalos before Diantha took over.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. Not teacher in like, you know, like teacher and student.
Like educational.
No.
But more like teacher as a senior.
Yeah. Like senpai. Senpai.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better of an outlook.
Hey, at least it's better than, you know, like, you know, Professor Oak being like, oh, you should train more, grandson. And it's like, bitch, we arrived 5 minutes after he beat the Elite Four.
Hey, what's your name, my grandson?
Trust. What's your name, my grandson? And also, get better at loving your Pokemon when we just rush in and fucking beat his ass. It's like, at least give him props for being champion for at least a good 2 minutes. Like, it's a, you know. Professor Oak just walks in when we beat Blue, and it's like, that's sad. That's just sad. If anything, just take my champion rank away and give it back to Blue.
Do you know what I think the best event is?
What?
Like all of Pokemon?
What?
I'm biased when I say this, but Heart Gold Soul Silver, when you have an Arceus one that you got from one of the movies, you know when you're getting the egg.
Oh yeah, for Dialga Palkia Giratina, yeah.
Cutscene,
Yeah.
Actual real world.
If they were ever to do, if they were ever to remake Heart Gold Soul Silver, like modern day.
You had a Celebi event where you went back in time.
Yep.
And saw Giovanni.
Yep.
It was.
They basically wanted to do what they originally wanted to do for Gold and Silver, and I feel like a Legends Celebi game would do it justice.
I think a Legend Celebi game would be fantastic.
Because what, like, you know what you could do? Show us the original forms of the original beasts.
Oh yeah.
Like, we know the tower burnt down and was rebuilt, and then the beasts were, the beasts were based off what we assume are evolutions back in the day. They're just reincarnated evolutions that evolved into the beasts. That's our interpretation of it.
No, I thought it was Eevees that Ho-Oh saved, or something like that, and by saving them, they became the...
Yes, Ho-Oh saved 3 dying Pokemon in the burnt tower, which we assumed is Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, and then they became Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. Because it just makes more logical sense that would happen. Dying evolutions of the typings, but the difference would be in...
They're also like the 3 main...
Yeah, they're the 3 main in red and blue, and at that point in time, Umbreon and Espeon did not exist. I wonder, this may be a stupid question, but is it faster hatching eggs there than Mesagoza? Yes, because you're not bumping into people. This is the better place to hatch them. But it just makes so much sense to do. Like, don't get me wrong, as much as I don't like Generation 8 in terms of its story, I'm kinda excited to see what the next Legends game is gonna be. I just don't want to go back in the past. I really don't. I've had enough.
Like to go back in the...
I've had enough of past games.
Hear me out, right? Back in the past for Black and White.
No, I feel like when it comes to Generation 5 and Gen 2, they need to have something set in the past. Like, Gen 5 needs to be entirely in the past because of the original Dragon. Gen 2 can be present day, but you go into the past to do its story. Like, you could go past or future, and you get to dictate what you want to do in that game. Like, do you want to do stuff that changes the future, or do you want to do stuff that basically fixes the past? And then, you know, move on to that. But when it comes to Generation 8, I don't give 2 flying fucks what they're trying to do with the Darkest Day. Because Gen 8 did not save itself with the Darkest Day. I didn't care for the story. It felt rushed. And the DLCs didn't even help expand on the Darkest Day. It did its own story. So the fact that they didn't even follow through with the Darkest Day stuff with the 2 DLCs that were given to us doesn't do anything.
As opposed to DLCs.
What?
They just hold off on releasing the game and make it have a better story optimize.
Well, Scarlet and Violet had a really good story. It's just obviously its optimization is to be debated on.
It had a decent story, I'd say.
Nah,
really good.
Compared to Sword and Shield, it had a really good story.
That's a low bar you're comparing it to. That's like a bump.
That's the problem. None of the modern games have a good story. It's just
like,
the lowest ball you can think of is Sword and Shield.
7 and below. All those stories were.
It's because you want to know what's really funny? Guess who made the Gen 1 to 4 like Gen 1 to 6 games? Junichi Masuda made the story for Gen 1 to 6. From Gen 7 onwards, so Gen 7 to 9 currently, it's Ishihara that makes the story, and no one gives a fuck.
I mean, Gen
because it's
7 was
bad.
good.
Gen 7, don't get me wrong, Gen 7 was good, and honestly, should have kept that going, really.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you crumble it from... Like, I get it, they want a time crunch for Sword and Shield. But
that's what I mean. Don't... why be on a time crunch and have them rush things?
You literally had Let's Go the year before, which you could have supported a little longer, really. And then just, you know, Sword and Shield should have came out a year after that. Like, not a year after, but 2 years later.
In need of that much money. There was a contract, right? That they had with Nintendo that they had to put out the game.
Yeah. Which they're renewing their contract on something relating to that. We won't know until the end of the year. I really wanted a regional of Superior, and I'm afraid they'll give it a G-Max. I'd rather see a regional evolution. It depends. Whatever they do with the next Legends game, if Superior is part of it, and then you've got the last 2 Johto Pokemon being part of it, like, it won't be the last 2 Johto, it'll be one more. It won't be the Johto, it'll be Generation... It'd be the last 2 Gen 5, like 5 starters, I think. So it'd be Superior. We've already have all the Johto Pokemon. I think. Yeah, we already have the Johto Pokemon. And then... So what's it? Legends Arceus, you had Oshawott, Rowlet, and... Oshawott, Rowlet, and Cyndaquil. And then on ZA, you have... Totodile, Tepic, and Meganium. Like, Chikorita. So the Johto Pokemon are done. The only one missing now is you need Litten for the Gen 7s to be done. Litten, so you do Litten, Snivy, so Gen 5 is done. And then you also do Generation 7. And then you do something new, right? You do something new. So you have, like, maybe one of the Gen 8 starters, one of the Gen 9 starters, the Gen 4 starters, whatever you want to do. Still looking for the last Lati shiny. Fuecoco could be cool, yeah. We also need Gen 1s for Legends. We do not need any Gen 1 starters to be in the Legends games. We don't. They get too much love as it is. If they wanted to do Gen 1, do Squirtle or Bulbasaur. Don't do Charmander.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Squirtle could fit into a cast like... what? Snivy, the Fire Gen 9 starter.
Well, the thing is, Snivy would be the grass, the fire would be Litten, so it would be Squirtle. You would do Squirtle.
No, I'm saying instead of Litten.
Oh, instead of Litten? So you do Fuecoco. Well, Litten only makes sense because if you think about it, you've got all of Gen 5 that's almost done and all of Gen 7's almost done. So you might as well include them.
What do you mean it's almost done? It's just Rowlet.
Oh yeah, they haven't done Poplio. I guess they could. Yeah. I guess they could double in like they did. Sorry, I guess they could double in like they did with ZA, where you have 2 Gen 2 starters, right? Because you have because Grass and Water was Gen 2. I guess they could do it again, where Grass and Water would also be Gen 2 again, or well, not Gen 2, but Gen 7. It would well. This time it'd be grass, it'd be fire and water for Gen 7, so it'd be Litten and Poplio. And then for grass, you could do Snivy, just to finish it. Like, just to finish it, you do Snivy to finish Gen 5, and then to finish the Gen 7 Pokemon, you do Fire and Water, like Poplio and Litten, just to finish that. Once that's done, then begin a new set of starters for the Legends games. And then you could do, like, maybe, what's it? You do one Gen 1 Pokemon. So say, because Charmander's the popular one anyway, because of Charizard, do Charizard as the Fire, and then you could decide, let's do Gen 9 and have a Grass and Water Gen 9 starters. Do Quaxley and do Sprigatito. Because I feel like they like to do that better, where they have 2 sets of starters they're going to do. Like 2 sets of generation starters, and they pick between those. Because it makes it easier, because then the next Legends game will continue that tradition and finish off those starters in those games. And then you continue another set of starters and so forth. It's just weird. It's just weird on like, you know, they want to do Galar as the next Legends game because they've been teasing it a lot in ZA, and they also teased it a bit in Scarlet and Violet. But it's like, why? What about the counter? The counter's gone up. Counter's gone up a bit. Hold on. Is it 90 already? Yes, it's 90 already. I'm on the last 2. I'm not getting it, am I? Fuck you, game. Generally. I was already over odds. Did you have to do it more? Game? If I get 600, that's fine. That's another 300 eggs I gotta get on Friday kind of thing. Come on, game. Give me what I want. Please. That's all I ask. Thank you for the follow, Jordan. Meow. Who's the one who needed Tauros still? The one that needed Tauros, since I'm almost ready. Like to get it. Oh, Tristan. Tristan needs it. Because I'm almost done, and then I can go and get the fire Tauros. And then after I get fire Tauros, I can open the Union Circle if anyone needs to evolve their Pokemon. Like their Finison or anything like that. I'm probably just gonna get this Tauros, and then I should be good. I don't think those guys are here anymore, but I may be wrong. Tristan's still here for Tauros. We could get Tauros done, and then we are basically good. We are good to wrap up stream, since I have to release all of these Poltergeists. Still hanging for Finison? Let's go. So I can help you with Finison, and then also help with your Slowbro that you want to evolve. Last 5 eggs. This game sucks. Yeah, don't worry, Chad. I'll help you out. This game sucks. Why can't I get what I want under rods? You could trade, you do Palkia for me, I hatch eggs for you. I would say yes, but I don't want to do a full-out hunt. I already have so many forward hunts on my plate as it is with Leaf Green. Don't have online at the moment, Exile. That's fine. This sucks. Yo. Ramp. The game does not like me. I am 100% using my Japanese Ditto, right? Right, game? But I'm double checking. Because if I hatched, like, if I went for 300 eggs and the Ditto I'm using is not my Japanese Ditto, I'm gonna be super pissed. Because then I'm technically hunting it with charm odds in mind. That's another 300 eggs we're doing on Friday. Ugh. Oh, oh now you're sleeping on my bed, Lou. Now she's sleeping on my bed. Good. Go on, Poltergeist. Not one of you wants to shine. No? Okay. Oh. Cool. Alright, yeah, I am using the right Ditto, which is the Japanese Ditto. Ugh. Alright, let's try and see if we can get Tauros real quick. Alright, Tauros, you like to spawn around here. See if we can get a Fire Tauros. Fire Tauros.
You're collecting tolls from Tauros?
Need the stupid Fire Tauros. Hello, Watchroll. You're a pretty big one. You're a big Watchroll. Oh, you're normal. Okay. Tauros. I know it's around where the fireplace is, so it's somewhere around here. Tauros, Tauros. That's a Team Star, dude. That's a Magnemite. Where are you, Tauros? Hello, Growlithe. I'll need you. A good day skip and get an outbreak of the Tauros. Cyclizar, I don't need you, I need Tauros. Is there a better place for Tauros? Do I have an outbreak of Tauros, out of curiosity? Hello, Frigibax, don't need you. I think it's Artisan East. Tauros. Where are you? There's two, but none of you got the fire on you, right? No. Any of you guys... I don't know how to guarantee it. How do I guarantee the Tauros? I know there's a way. There is 100% a way. Hello, Chocolate. I didn't know you could actually spawn here. That's kind of crazy. Hey, we just keep flying back and forth until we get exactly what we need. Toros. Toro's gonna be annoying. I feel like Toro's gonna be annoying. Toros. Toros. Why is it the one time I'm going for Tauros, Tauros don't want to appear? But every time I don't want Tauros, Tauros is everywhere to be seen.
That's life.
Fuck it, Tauros. Repeat ball. Oh, that's a lot of Tauroses over there. Any of you guys got fire on you? No. 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 Okay, cool. I'm going this way. Any of you guys got fire? Any fire on you guys? Any? Any fire? Any fire? Fuck. Any of you guys got fire on ya? It's supposed to be 1 out of 5, if I'm not mistaken. Good. Alright, any of you guys got the fire on you? Please, need to know. Just need to know. Just need to know if any of you guys got fire on. Slowly paying attention. I don't want to run into the Tauroses, so Joy. Nope, nope, nope. Got fire? Nope. You two got fire? Maybe? Yep, okay. I'm going over here if you don't mind. I'm gonna reset you guys. Picnic. Ain't it like 1 in 3? Like 1 in 5, I mean? It's gotta be like 1 in 5. Or 1 in 10. Something along that lines. Any of you guys got the fire on ya? No? Okay. So sad. So sad. That's a lot of Tauroses. He's a baby Tauros. It's a baby. Any of you guys got the fire on ya? No? Okay. Just sad. Like, not one of you guys have the fire on. Like the red. I'm in Scarlet. Scarlet has the red fireball. Whereas Violet has the water. Yeah. Might take a while. May take a bit. Hello, Spidops. That's creepy. Game, why'd you freeze? I love when this happens, man. Love it. Love when it just freezes. Like, you actually gonna give me an error this time and I have to hatch all those eggs again? I'm gonna be pissed. I'll be dead ass. If you give me an error, I'm gonna be pissed. But I hear the music, so it's not actually frozen. It's just the game's being weird. Okay, this is the longest it's actually stayed frozen for. And I don't want to close out the game. There we go. Nah, that's not how it works, Jordan. The eggs are predetermined no matter what happens. So they wouldn't be shiny. Even if I was to re-roll them again. I'm gonna save my game so I know not to fuck up. Also, let me heal you up. None of these Tauros got fire at them. None. Not one. Not one. Ooh. No, Jordan, I'm not wrong. The eggs are predetermined as soon as you get them from the picnic. I've done Masuda long enough to know when eggs are predetermined and when eggs aren't predetermined. Oh. Do I like the Applin line? Yes, and I have all of them shiny. Hello, Shroodle. I didn't know you spawn here. Are any of you the fireball one? Nope. Any of you guys? Nope. Damn, man. I swear it's like 1 in 10. Oh, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. Any of you guys got red? Any red? Any red on the balls? No? Okay. Any red on you guys? No, they're all speeding on me though. They're just non-existent. I know if I do an outbreak, there's a chance they spawn. Just started playing and my team is Falcoco, Lechog, Roltz, and Paldean Wooper. Ooh.
Paldean Wooper is goated.
Paldean Wooper is goated. I love Clodsire. I don't think this fucker wants to appear. Fine, I'll try and get an outbreak. It'd probably be faster. Since I'm in this area, there's a very high chance that Tauros becomes shiny. Not shiny, but the outbreak of Tauros will at least be here. Yoink. Tauros. Tauros. Nacli can be there. That's weird. That's a weird place. Even for Nacli. Wait. Oh, I didn't hear what you said. You fuck.
Use your Discord, but what I was saying was I will be back.
Okay, dog. Please game. What the fuck was that? If I had Salty Herb and Mysticas, I can make a fire sandwich and hope that Paldean Tauros fire spawns. Oh, none of these? Really? I might just take one out from my Pokemon home and just breed it real quick, just to get one. And then just trade the egg. Honestly, might do it that way. Being dead ass, might try it that way. This is taking too long. Sneasel. Sneasel would be cool. I don't like this. It's just fucking scary. It would be wherever Tauros spawns, Tristan. Like, there's no set location for it. It's just Scarlet has a higher chance of getting it. Speaking of which, where the fuck is Tauros in the decks? Tauros. Where are you? Why are you so late in the decks? Yeah, so it's in the area I'm in, but is there a way to actually check exactly the one I'm looking for? That's my water one. That's my fire one. And then that's normal shiny Tauros. Well, it says the location lives in grassy areas. I'm in the area it's in. Doesn't help. But I will go into my Pokemon home and I will quickly grab one. Makes it easier. Boo-doo-doo. Yoink. Huh. I need to remember, what did I call them? What did I call my shiny ones? Because I could change the names if I don't like the names. Because they were all hatched in Scarlet. It won't be champions, it's in... maybe in these boxes. G-Max, Zui, Hisuian Forms, Alola... Alola? There he is, Paldean. Aries, Hades, and Poseidon. Yes, that's the names. You're the fire one, so come here, Hades. Come here, we're gonna grab you temporarily, and I will breed you and get an egg. Egg. Wait, doesn't the new outbreak start in like an hour and a bit? Damn. It's Glimmet as well, which I don't need because it's in ZA and I'm hunting it in ZA. Probably tomorrow. First things first. Ditto. Tauros. Picnic. That was a fire one and I fucking... Was that fire? I'm gonna be pissed. Was that fire? Was that fire Tauros that I just reset on? Because I think that was. I think it was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it is. I think it is. I think that's a fire Tauros I just reset on. Because I see a little bit of red on it. But I don't 100% know. Really? Really, game? Oh no, the thing's different. Never mind. That's just normal Tauros. That's fine. Don't need. Okay. Let's try and get an egg. We need one. Fuck. Alright. Wait, I didn't think this through. He doesn't have an Everstone on. Alright, I could do this, and then I quickly need to put an Everstone on this fucker. Otherwise, it's just gonna be normal Paldean Tauros. Wait, are Paldean Tauros in Champions? Because I would love to put one of these in Champions. Alright, let's give you an Everstone real quick. Let's give you an Everstone, Hades. There you are. Alright, now we wait for an egg. Wait for one. Just one egg. One egg. Go away, Tauros. Thank you. And then, just to play it safe... Boom. Boom. Just to play it safe, now we run around to see if it is the fire one. Doop doopy doopy doop. Don't know what item that was. Really don't. Fuck. Yeah, don't run on me. Doopy doopy doop ba doop. Yeah. Tristan, what code are you doing? Hobby.
Hello. Gonna go to Genshin survey that they are pushing out to a
Nice.
select number of people, and if you get chosen, they'll conduct an interview, and you could get a $50 Amazon gift card. So
Oh!
yeah,
That would be cool.
I heard about first started Genshin under 18. Initially drew you in climbing on walls and doors.
Never did that, but oh well, I'm not Spider-Man.
In Genshin?
Oh, climbing up walls? What about it?
No, that's what first drew me in.
Oh.
I remember Nathan was screen sharing it in Mondstadt, and he was climbing on a door.
I've done that a few times.
That was really cool.
I've done that a few times. Let me actually get rid of the Scarvy thing for a minute. What's your trainer name, Tristan? What's your trainer name? I want to double check I'm with someone because, you know, makes it easier. Damn, the only mini-ore you're missing is that one? Damn. Is this you, Tristan? What's your trainer name? What's your trainer name? Like, what's the name you gave yourself in game? Because I want to make sure I'm trading with the exact person. Like, what's it say for your trade partner? If it says Hunter, then yeah. Okay, cool. This is you. Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah. Cool. So we got each other, so that's fine. You don't have to give me anything fancy, just give me any Pokemon you can think of. Hello, Vivian! Still need to get the other fucking forms. Ugh. I'll do that at some point. That'll probably be the next thing I do, actually. All the different Vivian forms, I'll probably do that. There's got to be a way to isolate the Vivian outbreaks, probably. There's got to be a way to isolate them where you can actually just keep re-rolling for the thing. Oh, you're welcome, Tristan. Just make sure you use an Everstone if you're breeding for the shiny, like if you're going for shiny. Pew! And then now I can help, Chad. Now I can help Chad. For the time being, I'm gonna put that down there. Just for the time being. Let me put a Pokemon on team so I don't worry about it. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna save so I don't have to worry too much. And then Pokeportal, Union, I'm gonna form a group. I'm gonna form a group temporarily. This ain't long. Like, it's as soon as I'm able to evolve and stuff like that. If you're here, chat, join the thing. You're welcome, Tristan. All I'm waiting for now is just Chad. Chatty Cakes? Is that actually you? Is that actually you, Chad? Is that your naming game? Yeah? Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure, that's all. Here's a question, are people still giving out hacked Pokemon on here, lol? People still giving out hacked Pokemon? Yes. I don't do that. It's not fun. Not fun that way. Do. I'll let you do Finison first, and then we'll do thingy. Or should you edit? Edit whatever you want to edit. I'm not going to make any suggestions. Eee. Do you think Swiss 2 is worth it? Oh, 100%. Did it evolve, Chad? Did the Fitterson evolve? If it did, then we can do your Slowbro. Don't give Slowbro the item. I think I have plenty of the item for Slowbro. So I can give Slowpoke the item and then give it back to you. Slowbro is the... what item is it for Slowbro? What item was it for Slowbro? The Slowking is the King's Rock. Which one's Slowbro? Wait, King's Rock is Slowbro? I thought King's Rock was Slowking. I'm double checking. Slowbro.
King's Rock is Slowking.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Slowking.
Waterstone, I think it's Waterstone.
No, I don't think it's Waterstone.
Slowbro is level 37 in Sword and Shield.
Oh, it's just level up.
Oh yeah.
Slowbro evolves by itself.
Talking about Galarian.
Yes. Okay, the one thing that's good about Slowbro is that he keeps the purple. I am happy about that. It's Slowpoke that doesn't. Oh, you need Slowking? Oh, okay. Do you have a Slowpoke to evolve into Slowking? Because I could give it to King's Rock. I think I have one.
The Gen 2 sprites for Slowpoke is... Here, let me just put it in BC chat.
King Rock.
Look at that saturation.
Do I have a King Rock? I don't have a King... Yeah, I got 28 King's Rock. So if you want to do that, I can evolve your Slowpoke to Slowking. Just so you don't have to waste your items. Oh yeah, they massacred Slowpoke. In a later gen. At least CA fixed it. At least it's purple again.
Oh yeah. See, that was in Gen 2.
Yeah, they reverted it back to its Gen 2 sprite.
The color.
Which is awesome. Is that the Arc Phone one? It is the Arc Phone. I don't have to worry about the link code now. Oh, hold on, there's a way to reset code. Yep. No, it's not free stage. It's not a free stage. You need Slowpoke to evolve into Slowbro and Slowpoke to evolve into Slowking. Two separate evolution lines. Let me save. You don't have a Slowpoke. If you get a Slowpoke, I can help you evolve it next time. Make sure you save your game before you leave, because this game's buggy when you do Union. Alright. I'm gonna disband the Union. Just so my game doesn't stay on. At least you have your Palafin. I still think Palafin having to evolve via being in someone else's game. I don't know how they're gonna do that in the later games. I really don't. But I'm gonna stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe doing ZA. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Bye guys.